Mangroves are vital ecosystems that offer a wide range of ecological and economic benefits. They stabilize coastlines, act as natural carbon sinks, produce oxygen, and serve as nutrient-rich buffers. Our fellow Seth Aqui explores how the mangroves in Tobago directly support the livelihoods of the islanders and the critical role they play in sustaining their environment and economy.
Mangroves play a crucial role in terms of coastal protection and that delicate balance between the ridge and the reef and that coastal ecosystem.
Because of mangrove, in case there's a tidal surge, the mangrove will be the first form of defense.
Protecting our border areas and serves as a windbreaker in times of natural disasters of hurricane and storm.
Mangroves not only serve as a natural defense, shielding islanders from environmental disasters, but they also play a vital role in maintaining ecosystem health. Filtering out toxins, mangroves help protect both the land and the sea from pollution.
So the pollution and the sedimentation coming from the land, the mangroves would tend to absorb some of the toxins as well as the nutrients. And the sediment will tend to settle in that particular area where the roots are located.
What we noticed, particularly with the oil spill, is that the mangroves provided a buttress. They were a protective element. When you went down into the mangroves by Magdalena, what we noticed is that some of the oil that was coming inland were actually caught by the mangrove roots. And even though those mangroves may have died because of the exposure to the oil, it actually prevented the oil from going further inland and further poisoning our river systems and poisoning our inland flora and fauna that are resident close to where these water systems are.
Beyond their impact on human life, mangroves are essential for nurturing local marine species. They create a safe habitat for these species to thrive, which in turn sustains the local economy, serving as a critical lifeline for many coastal communities.
The mangroves here would also provide a nursery habitat for a lot of the juvenile fish and marine organisms that would eventually migrate onto the reefs and into the open oceans, which would then maybe serve as a food source when we have the fishing industry going out to capture fish for our food.
We provide shelter and security for a lot of juvenile fish, various different species, and other aquatic animals. For instance, we see a lot of lobsters, young lobsters, crabs, and all these things that also exist within the mangroves.
Because they provide food in terms of crab, lobster, shrimps, and tons of different crustaceans.
Despite their importance and resilience, mangroves are also vulnerable and currently are under serious threat, endangering both the ecosystem and the livelihoods of the local community in Tobago.
But I also think too that some of the mangroves have been destroyed from natural processes, from coastal erosion.
Local development is like a residential area, and I noticed that in parts of the development there were spaces where they had swampland mangroves and stuff, and people dried up the mangroves, dried up the land and dug it up, and so it was really heartbreaking to witness, because I think that the persons who did that, even though they were developing the land to develop some kind of residential or commercial enterprise, the reality is that we can't afford to be losing mangroves in that way, that people don't understand how important mangroves are.